Reasons for why General Motors has not released the 2023 Corvette C8 Z06 pricing just yet. With that being said, you guys, let's get into the video. Howdy folks, you on the C8 Gonna Speed 252 show. Scroll over to the right, click that subscribe button, and join this awesome community. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of C8 Gonna Speed 252, and thank all of you for pushing that play button. Definitely give this video a thumbs up so we can push it up in the algorithm. Everybody can get it. If you are new, hit that subscribe button. If you aren't new but haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please hit that subscribe button, become part of this awesome community. Hit that bell button notification right beside it as well. And if you got an Instagram page, well, go over to Instagram right now. Type in C8 Gonna Speed 252 and follow me over there as well. And if you would like to purchase some of my awesome and rare merch, well, here's my website. I would send it directly from my house to your house with a hand special written note from me to you. So with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you for pushing that play button. Thank you for joining me on this YouTube channel. And we're going to get into the reasons why General Motors has not released the 2023 Corvette C8 Z06 pricing yet within this video. Let's get it. All right, guys, so I've gathered a list of reasons why General Motors has not released the 2023 Corvette C8 Z06 pricing just yet. And I talked it over with a few subscribers along with Mr. David, who you guys have seen on the channel before, who just picked up his C8 Corvette Stingray just recently. One of the reasons why General Motors has not released the pricing for the 2023 Corvette Z06 is because they wanted to cut short the 2022 C8 Stingray builds. If you guys haven't noticed, a lot of the 2022 C8 Stingrays have been cut short because I really believe General Motors is trying to revamp the factory to be able to build as many 2023 Corvette C8 Z06 as they possibly can. Now, a lot of people are saying this will be built on the same line. Some people say it will be built on a different line. But we do know that General Motors is going to cut the 2022 production short in order to start building 2023 models, even the Stingrays and the Z06s. Another reason why General Motors have not given out the price for the 2023 Corvette C8 Z06 is because of the high demand for this car. General Motors is really trying to figure out how they're going to be able to compete with actually making as many cars as the demand. For instance, the car is already pretty much sold out. There's so many dealerships in the country who are just literally sold out of allocations at this point. I mean, they really haven't given out allocations. They just took a lot of deposits and they don't know how many allocations they're going to get. But General Motors is trying to actually figure out how to make this price point work for the many allocations that they want to give out, on top of how they're going to build this car overseas. It's very important to General Motors to get this car overseas. I've heard Taj and a lot of engineers say numerous times they want to build the right-hand drive. And I know how we are over here saying, hey, build our cars first, build their cars next. But Chevrolet said that this car cannot be where it needs to be at until they start building right-hand drives, so other people can also feel the engineering behind the American-made sports car. So with the high demand that Chevrolet is going to get on the left-hand drive and the right-hand drive, that is another reason why General Motors haven't released the pricing, because obviously over here the pricing is supposed to be for the hard-working people, and over there it's just hard because their pricing is going to be different compared to ours. Let me give you just a little bit of example how this car and how demand is going to be super crazy. As you all know, like I said before, the car is pretty much sold out over here. But overseas, I have a sister who lives in Dubai, and she's amazing. And she talks about how everything in Dubai is really expensive. And the Lamborghini over there to them is just a Lamborghini. Literally, she said you can drive down the road and you will see a Lamborghini broke down on the side of the road, and that's nothing new. You won't see a Lamborghini broke down on the side of the road over here in the US from what my knowledge. I have never seen a Lamborghini that broke down on the side of the road. When we look at Lamborghinis over here, we look at it as like, wow, that's the top of the top. You can't get no better than that. And when you actually look at Lamborghinis overseas, they look at it as just another car. Now, for instance, over here with the Corvettes, we love Corvettes. We admire the hard-working man's and woman's vehicle, the American-made sports car. But if you take the Corvette overseas to Dubai, they look at the Corvette as if the Lamborghinis. So think about it. We look at Lamborghinis at the top of the top. They look at Corvettes over there at the top of the top. So that's another reason why General Motors want to get this car overseas, because overseas they treat the Corvette, if it's gold, and they treat it like it's the last thing that they will ever want to drive. Whereas over here, we don't treat it as that such, but we treat Lamborghinis like that. So that's another reason why this high demand thing is a really big deal and why General Motors want to build the right-hand drive and build as many cars as they possibly can. We were told that they're going to try to build at least 10,000 cars per year, but that can all vary depending on other issues that came along with building the Stingray. Another reason why the pricing has not came out yet is because General Motors, which a lot of people don't like, are going to switch things to being electric. At some point, they said by 2035, they want all of their vehicles to be electric. A lot of people aren't happy about the Corvette being electric, but a lot of those engineers have been transitioned over to going to the electric platform so that way they can start figuring that stuff out. So regarding pricing, General Motors is probably trying to figure out what can they do with the C8 Corvette before they go ahead and switch everything over to be all electric. Another reason why General Motors haven't released the pricing of the 2023 Corvette Z06 yet is because General Motors actually decided to call out a lot of dealerships. As you guys know, this car, once again, is a hot commodity. The demand is there. General Motors know that people are going to pay money for this vehicle, but also General Motors don't want to have to compete with the dealerships. There are lots of dealerships that are planning to sell the Z06 $20,000 to $30,000 to $40,000 to possibly even $50,000 over MSRP. When General Motors call out the dealerships, they're like, hey, you guys, we're going to price this car out to be pretty expensive as it is. We don't need you guys to even price it even more than what is already being priced, because this car is supposed to be for the hardworking people. And if we have you guys raising the prices on these vehicles once they're already built, then that means that some of these cars will sit in you guys' lots, and that's not the whole goal of this car. General Motors want people to drive these cars and really enjoy these cars. Another reason why their pricing haven't came out just yet, because a lot of people are up in arms and unsure about a possible strike happening. Now, we do know in 2020 there was a strike that happened with that vehicle and there was a lot of delays. Well, now at this point in time, that contract that General Motors had with the union has not been completed yet. So it's possible that General Motors, in the back of their minds, are afraid that there possibly could be another strike. And if that's the case, obviously the union want to increase their hourly wages and stuff like that. Whereas General Motors is going to say, okay, now if their hourly wages are going to increase, we now going to have to increase certain things with the Z06, which means that we now have to accommodate everything else that we have to put in effect to build this car. So that's another reason why I think General Motors haven't really come out with pricing yet. Now, do I think General Motors have some type of idea of what this price is going to be? Absolutely. They didn't build this product thinking that, oh, we're just going to build it and not have a price in mind. They have a price in mind. They just haven't released it yet because they haven't fully adjusted to the new inflation, the possible strike. And another but final reason why General Motors have not came out with their pricing yet for the 2023 Corvette Z06 is because they want to milk the current cars that they already have. If you think about it, Chevrolet knew that they had some on their hands with the Mid Engine platform, selling it for $59,995. Everyone who really loved the looks of this car will really want one. The Mid Engine platform for Chevrolet has been one of the best things they've built thus far, in my personal opinion, for affordable pricing. So you take in the C8 Stingray, you take in the C8R, we take in the Z06 Anniversary, we take in the Z06 period. General Motors is trying to milk this car for everything they can possibly get. Maybe because the C9 could possibly be all electric at this point. Because you think about it, we got the C8 Stingray, we're going to have the C8 Z06 Anniversary, we're going to have the C8R, we're going to hopefully have the E-Ray / Grand Sport, we're going to have the ZR, we're going to have the ZR1, we're going to have all these different trim levels of this vehicle. And I really believe that's a good way to milk this car before you go into the next phase of C9, which could possibly be all electric in the first place. So With that being said, you guys, these are the reasons why I think General Motors have not came out with the pricing of the 2023 C8 Corvette Z06. With that being said, I want you all to leave your comments down below why you think General Motors have not came out with the pricing yet. And with everything that's going on with a possible strike, delays in parts, shortage, and everything else that have happened recently that affected this car in so many ways, what do you think the price will be of the new 2023 Corvette Z06? Leave your comments down below. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you definitely enjoyed it. Definitely hit that subscribe button, become part of this awesome community, because we would love to have you. Everyone a part of the channel would love to have you. We would love to read your comments and get your opinions on this as well. If you got an Instagram page, go over to Instagram right now, type in CGonnaSpeed252, follow me there, become part of that community, get the updates on the Z06. And also, if you would like to purchase some of my awesome and rare merch, go over to my website right now, order something. I will send it directly from my house to your house with a personal handwritten note from me to you, and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video.